few moments ago. Jon Rahm for birdie at 14. Bit unlucky with that second.
He played this hole beautifully, but this Bermuda rough, when you miss these greens, you have two choices: Bermuda rough or fescue. Neither of them are any good.
Sargent, one of the amateurs, this for bogey.
All right, Morikawa made double. These guys don't need to panic. They got some birdie holes coming up.
Third hole's been a birdie hole today. So to the par 3, 15th, 81 yards, Jon Rahm.
This is the most diabolical 81 yards I've ever seen.
Great though, isn't it?
Phenomenal. Absolutely love it.
Set up to play the shot that Jim was talking about earlier, slightly left of the target. Use that slope from yesterday, almost like it's to yesterday's flag, and accept the downhill part. That's as smart a play as it comes.
It's the safest play, right?
You take away the big number, which is obviously the job in US Open golf. And as much as he would love to push, especially after being refused a birdie 4 on the last hole, respecting the challenge.
I had a feeling that we were going to see this, and they said we were going to see this, and I said earlier in the week that this is going to show you how that a 3 is a good score for an 81-yard hole.
Select 80 minutes. That's right? Yeah. So hit an 80 shot on the white flag represents.
There's nowhere in the rules that it says that every flag you should be able to take dead aim at.
100%. This is absolutely the epitome of a sucker pin.
We both go for it, I think.
Oh, I would for sure.
Saw enough follow through for Hadwin. A little more aggressive in the line, but also went back just alongside John's ball. Beauties. That's how it's done.
There's something about an athlete, especially a golfer, that tries to cheat a little bit. Even when you're aimed away from the hole, there's something in your body that says, no, the hole's over there.
Shane Lowry, 304, trying to reach into it, the par 5. Can reach, but will it hold? Oh, it didn't get there.
It's such a unique shaped hole. Green complex there on 14.
Take you back to the 4D replay brought to you by Cisco. Cisco powers the on-site network at the U.S. Open.
And how we saw Jon Rahm be so tight and so short with his swing. Lowry's the opposite. Arms are a good bit further. Look at how far away his left arm is from his body there. Got that one turning over a little bit more than he wanted, but he ended up getting away with it.
So what's he going to do? Putt it? I think so. Streelman at 6.
Kiss off the fringe. Oh, look at this.
Come on. Oh, so close. We've seen some long putts made this week, but that would have been special. To just outside of 3 feet. Koepka, eagle try at 1 to start.
He would dearly love to steal both of those shots, but he will respect the pace here. This is easy to 3-putt.
Go in!
And for all his...
Back with Jon Rahm. This at 15 for birdie.
Just got to tickle this one down the hill. Keep turning. Ultimate respect given from a player of that caliber to an 81-yard par 3.
Respect on the tee shot, respect on the putt as well. Koepka at 1 under after that birdie at 1. This is second from 179 at the second.
Ball a little bit above his feet right here. Trying to get something turning ever so slightly over to that front left hole location.
Seen the greens change at all in terms of receiving shots?
That second green, judging by Brooks' shot there, is slightly firmer than what we saw earlier, but nothing quite crazy yet. The wind does seem to be picking up just enough.
Remember, Lowry tried to reach in 2 at 14. This is third from the bunker. Very nice. And a bunker shot at 13. Another one here at 14. A good one. All right. Rahm on the tee. 16.
You go from an 81-yard hole to a 558-yard hole, nearly 7 times the length of the previous hole, and only 1 shot difference in par. That's quite wild.
555 yesterday, and it wasn't peaking. Bunker on that left gobbles up most drives. A little tight.
3 par 4s to finish up. 558, 515, 491 uphill. That's all.
7 hole 53. Yeah, you can go ahead and hit a nice solid one.
Tom Kim from 154 is second at the 5th.
As Morgan was saying there, that breeze is picking up a little. I think the colour of the greens is changing already, and we're still a good way away from those leaders teeing off. I think this is going to be the challenge we've been hoping for in the US Open on day 3, with arguably the hardest flag so far. This one we've seen tucked away on that right side, and that will be quick.
Par 3, 11th. Cantlay trying to keep it going. But this for par.
Familiar story, this one, Terry. We're going to see guys get off to fast starts. We know the front nine's easier, and then trying to cling on the back. Difficult par 3s. Obviously, the finishing stretch was 16, 17, 18. You do have to have a bit in the bank going into the back 9, I think, today.
273, the yardage on that par 3, the 11th today. Drop shot for Cantlay. So let's see where Fitzpatrick is for a second. Just in the rough here from 140 at 5.
It's the sort of shot in the US Open you get that hopeless feeling, because from the rough he can't stop this by the hole. The best he can do is give himself 40 feet beyond it. That's the best result. The worst is still having to chip something from the heavy stuff.
Carried it back there and now has to deal with that, yeah. And that ball just disappeared. Third hole's been gettable today. Colin Morikawa
needs it as well, bouncing back from the troubles of 2. And he does.
Birdies in that double. 9 birdies already today at the 3rd. Beautiful play from the bunker to here. Shane Lowry, this for birdie at 14. Up and down again from the bunker. Paul, how about 15 today? 81 yards. Shane Lowry at 1 under on the tee.
Yeah, I mean, I walked around a few holes with practice round with Shane, who was playing with Padraig. They anticipated this pin position, so let's see what they got. They stand up in the green there and use me as a target. And that's exactly what they were trying to do. Spin it off that slope on the left-hand side, get it to 25 feet, 2-putt, and get out of there.
Kind of respect it. That's the play that's been there so far. And respect the putt then coming back down. All right, Tom Kim. A little bit long here. This for birdie at 5. Quickly become a very popular player out here at the highest level. Runs away a little bit there as we take it to the 12th. Say hello to Steve Sands.
Hello, right back to you, Terry. Should be a great day here at LACC. Patrick Cantlay out in 30, but he just bogeyed the 11th. So the front side seems gettable right now. Lots been made of the sand here, Paul, this week. It's tough to get a lot of grab on the golf ball with that soft sand.
Yeah, and the firm greens obviously being a factor as well, too. Your point is a good one on the front 9. It's playing under its scoring average at the moment for the guys who've gone through there.
Let's go to 16 and say hello to Peter Jacobson.
Good afternoon, Steve. This is John Rahm here in the bunker at the par 4 16th. First look today. This is the longest par 4 today in U.S. Open history. 558 yards. So I don't expect to see a lot of birdies here today, just a lot of pars. Guys trying to get through here to the 17th.
Here at the 5th, Tom Kim left with this for par, Jim.
Yeah, he had above the hole about 35 feet, really quick coming down the slope. Shouldn't be a ton in this. Oh, big time. So I had some movement in it.
Firm, aggressive. Tried to pop out of that hole.
Pop out. Look, that's what can happen now on this front nine. You got chances. 1, 3, 6, 8.
Brooks Koepka after the birdie out 1. This for par at 2. Second shot kind of hit and released a little bit at 2. Maybe the green's firming up some. To 12.
And Patrick Cantlay now trying to get that sand save, Aaron.
He left it in a good spot, coming back up the hill, a little right to left. You know, you're going to run into some tough spots at a U.S. Open, Steve, and he's kind of weathering a little bit of a storm, a mini storm on this back nine. So if he can get this, going to that 13th and 14th hole with a little bit of momentum.
Aaron Terry alluded earlier to the sunshine coming out, trying to bake out this LACC North Golf Course, but it's also accompanied by some breeze this morning and early this afternoon, right?
It's been blowing since I got out here at 10 a.m. Actually, earlier than that, 9:30 for the ROM tee time, and it hasn't died down, not one bit. It's actually picked up for the most part during the day and during the morning.
Patrick Cantlay, a perfect 10 for 10 inside 10 feet today. A little bit too much. That'll be back-to-back bogeys for Cantlay. Let's go to 6.
Moment ago, Hideki Matsuyama, this for birdie to get it to 2 under.
A lot of guys have hold this putt down the hill already today. There's not a lot of break in it.
Follow suit. So many different ways to play this 6th hole. You lay up back in the fairway. You go directly right at it. 3 under. No bogey so far for the Masters champ.
Coming down a little tier here is really quick. It's okay. He'll be happy with his 3 there.
Anybody can go right at that pin today?
Well,
yeah, but they're so aggressive, right? The way they think today to go right at it.
But this golf course being so firm, Terry, you get out of position. You're looking at 5, even 6, maybe.
So Tom Kim's going to go over the trees. It's a blind shot too. You don't know where it ends up.
It really is 3-wood here, back into that wind. 37% went to the green too. The first day 45 yesterday. And then it's on the line just over the tree, which is kind of right at the right edge of the green.
Bunker's not a bad play. Controller from there, you got plenty of room to work with.
If you know you're going to end up in the bunker, go ahead and do it. But you don't. That's the problem.
Absolutely. You don't want to get caught up in that grass around those bunkers, the eyebrows, as they've been called this week.
It's Patrick. Downhill shot.
And you know, a lot of these guys with 3-woods, they tend to turn those over, which brings in the bunker, which is not a penalty area, so it depends on the line area. As you say, bunker's fine. He's more right, just right of this tree. That's left where Tom Kim's was. It'll depend on the line.
It's all about sitting up in the grass there.
Oh, no. Wow. How about that line?
Then they get dressed.
You think a few people will be following those two? Xander Schauffele, Rory McIlroy today?
Well, Xander Schauffele's got major championship written all over his game. He's been close, and I expect him to break through very soon.
Fitzpatrick. Jim, what do you do with this now?
Well, it's sitting up for Fitzpatrick. The problem is it's so green and thick. If the club gets it, it shuts it down, but it's sitting high enough. I like to lift the club up so you can get as much of the ball. It's doable.
Right. Go that way.
Further right, you got a chip coming back up the green, you know.
You what?
Further right, at least you got a shot coming back that way, you know.
Yeah, but the only thing is going further right, you kind of less getting into the back of the ball. I'm almost like taking it on my angle, because you can get into the back of the ball, can't you?
Yeah. You can maybe play it with a bit of an open face, so you're going that way, but still.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
But he's talking about if he goes more right where there's more slope, it will grab the club, and I think that may be the play. The key here, if it gets long, it's in the even deep stuff too, so it's real easy to go underneath this, catch us on the top of the glove. Pretty good.
Kind of hoping that rolls back. Not quite. It's okay, though.
Yeah, it's okay, yeah. I was just going to translate for you guys there. You mightn't have understand those English accents.
All right, so now from the bunker here, take a look at the bunker camp presented by Deloitte. Tough stance, though.
Very tough stance. Very tough to kind of get a grip. He's got his left foot out, right foot is in the bunker. Usually when they stand up here, they rotate up towards the front clip.
Bunker's not a bad spot to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's predictable coming out of there. He was unfortunate not to have a stance, but you get a flat lie in that bunker, it's not a bad place to be. Lots of green to work with. You can hit it out there halfway and let the contours do the rest, particularly in these firm conditions.
Take it to the 7th.
Tee up today about 22 yards. This is the roar that you just heard. Matsuyama at this incredibly long par 3. Already off to a hot start. 3 birdies in the first 6 holes. How about a 1? So Matsuyama's got a great chance here at 7.
Out to the 6th. Fitzpatrick missed his birdie try. This for birdie for Kim.
Getting the water with the power play off the tee.
Back to the opening hole. Victor Hovland has this try to get it to 2 under. Reset Green, Deerfield Village Memorial. One of those names you might think of as the week started. To the 8th.
A moment ago, Tyrrell Hatton, 3 over par. 526 yards this par 5. One of the easier holes on the golf course. Trundle it on there and get it close. Tyrrell Hatton. That might put a smile on his face, Terry. It might. Look out. There could be some teeth showing from Tyrrell Hatton.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Back to this 15th. Remember, 81 yards. David Puig from Spain.
This is the play. You see he's aiming up the left-hand side here. Hit it into that tier. It's the widest part. I know it's only 81 yards, but a 25-foot. Oh, yeah. It's a good result for these players. That's good. You're going to see a lot of players doing that, particularly as the day goes on and the green gets even firmer.
Yeah, that's the area right there. Nearly everyone we've seen play this. That's exactly where they've ended up. Hole in the U.S. Open. Cantley at 13.
Big swinger from left to right. Speed shouldn't be too much of an issue. Just getting the break right and matching it to that speed is the problem.
Really had it going on the front 9. Went out in 30. Now, some trouble here he's went into, though, on the second 9. He won't be alone. It's tougher.
And over at 7, Matsuyama. This would be his 2nd birdie in a row and 4th of the day. Well, what an opportunity missed right there on the tough 7th.
Now here at the 12th, the winner of the U.S. Senior Open, Padraig Harrington at Saucon Valley, has taken advantage of the opportunity, making the cut at 51 years of age. Padraig Harrington playing in his 17th U.S. Open.
And back at 7 now, Tom Kim on the tee.
Yeah, they moved the tee up, but the hole location's all the way back on that back right, back into the wind, a little right to left wind here. Trying to flight something down here, Pete.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd put the hole location way back where it is, but kind of exciting to see the USGA find hole locations on these big greens that you don't normally see.
You'd like to hit that shot in there. That's what he's trying to do.
Good shot there. Meeting on this green is a good shot. What they've done there is increase the size of the approach area there.
Further at this feet.
So here's Ricky Fowler, 18 birdies through 36 holes. How about that birdie in half the holes that he's played so far?
About 14 miles away from SoFi. Rams, Chargers, Super Bowl, College National Championship, and a man who knows that place very well, standing by now with Damon Hack.
Yes, Terry, Matthew Stafford, Rams quarterback, Super Bowl champ. What are your plans on this day? The veranda looks really nice. Are you going to walk 18 holes?
No chance I'm walking 18, but I'll rest the legs today. But it is, it's a beautiful day out here today, no question about it. Just kind of hanging out, watching everybody tee off, and not a bad seat in the house around here.
You've got guys trying to tackle you. For these guys, it's bunkers and Barranca. What do you learn from watching the best players in the world?
Just how stoic they are, man. I mean, this is a great test out here, and it's fun to watch them, battle the elements, battle the course. It's a little bit more of a one-on-one situation, so it's a lot of fun to watch.
How about a breakdown of your golf game? Are you a long hitter, short game? What's your specialty?
Sneaky short, but no, I love playing. It's a great game. What a test. I'm hit or miss. Got 4 little daughters, so don't get out as much as I wish, but it's a lot of fun.
Enjoy the day. Best of luck this season.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Let's go to 8.
Number 9 for the Rams. Here's Tyrrell Hatton. He's trying to get a 3 here at the 8th. Harrington made one earlier in round 3, and now there are 2.
Sneaky short. I like that description.
Sneaky short. You know what's amazing? You win one Super Bowl, nothing else matters. He can be as short as he wants.
Well, it's great to know that I've got something in common with Matthew Stafford. Sneaky short. I love that. I don't love it when I'm on the golf course, but Tom Kim here at the par 3.
Yeah, short and crooked wouldn't be good either.
Nope.
No, he's got about just over 75 feet coming up the slope, but at the end, he kind of picks up the speed. It will swing right to left. This is going to test how well his speed is.
I think this is one of the most underrated parts of golf, lag putting. It's if he can put this up here, 81, just under 82 feet, just put it up there within that 3-foot circle.
Got a little open wind too. Not that it's going to affect it out here, but it's going to block. But this is picking up way too much speed, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure many of the players practice their putting back here on this back part of the green because it's hard to imagine putting the flag there, but it's there.
Bryson DeChambeau, 67-72, first 2 days. This to start with a birdie.
Yeah, the players really get a chance at the start here. Soft pin position on 1, soft pin position on 8. They do have chances for eagles there. That's a birdie there for DeChambeau to start off his round.
To the 4th.
When you're thinking of a U.S. Open resume, how's 3 for 3 in fairways hit, 4 for 4 in greens hit in regulation, a birdie at the par 5 first, and another one at the 4th. The 2-time U.S. Open champion Brooks Koepka on the move in the early stages of this 3rd round. As we go over to 14, 627 yards today. Paul, that's a big boy golf hole.
It is. Not many players are taking it up the right-hand side. It's a 300-yard carry. Now, a lot of players average that distance, but they don't carry it in the air that much, so they're really on the limit to get over it. Cantlay just tweaking his there, so that's obviously a layup from there.
Take you back to the tee. The 4D replay brought to you by Cisco. Cisco powers the on-site network at the U.S. Open.
Beautiful classics golf swing here. He's got plenty power as well, too. Lovely set at the top. There's not much wrong there with that golf swing of Patrick Cantlay. He is a class player right through the bag, from driver through to putter.
Looking for his first top 10, though. Most starts without a top 10. He's had a few top 25s, but Cantlay, one of those you would have thought would have played well. And through the opening 9 holes today, it was playing really well. But from nearby UCLA, Westwood, just a few miles from here. 7.
Tom Kim trying to save his par.
Yeah, slider left to right, made a big putt back at 5 for par.
Well, the U.S. Open, Jim, you got to do things like that.
Yeah, when you put them in the bank, you got to keep them in the bank, not let them leak out. That's beautiful there from Kim.
Yeah, I think a lot of players, Paul, when they look back on a big championship like the U.S. Open, should they win, they look at those great saves made more than anything else. At over 3, this is Sahith Theegala looking for a birdie. He made one at the first and another here at the third. So a hot start for Theegala.
So you think about the last time U.S. Open, 1948 to 2023, held here in L.A. Look at the difference here. A few differences. Entries, a record total this year, $200 entry fee. The purse, a little bit bigger. First place prize, $3.6 million. And TV hours broadcast, it wasn't even in black and white. They broadcast it back. 152 hours here in 2023. Great to have the U.S. Open back in Los Angeles. George C. Thomas design here. This Bel Air Riviera where that was held. Scotty Scheffler, number 1 in the world. Got the putter working so far. Try to keep it going. 67, 68, 5 under today to start.